Hey guys, it's Maxim from Maxim's Musings, back at it again with another musing. Today I wanted to talk about the experience of losing capital and how that's a good thing. And this recently happened to me, actually. It's happening right now. So I have this apartment that I bought, like 3 or 4 years ago. And I'm not living there anymore. I'm living in with my girlfriend. And in the meantime, I was renting it out after I moved out to my girlfriend's place. I rented it out to a friend who needed it, and he's moved out, and now it's just sitting there, and it's just like losing money because I'm paying half the rent where I'm living right now with my girlfriend, and then guess the full mortgage and condo fees and property tax and all that other stuff. I remember I was trying to get a guy or someone to like sub in for my friend who just left, and I couldn't find anybody. And I remember it was like so stressful, like the idea of just losing a bunch of money or not getting or paying a mortgage payment and the condo fees and not having any money coming in and then just spending a bunch of money on living accommodations. And that like kind of, it was like really painful. I remember like I was just like in bed at certain points, and I was just thinking about the money I'm losing. I'm like, oh shit, especially when you have to work a job that you're fine with, but like it's you feel like your life is just being drained away from you in some way or form when that happens. And in retrospect, me losing that money actually was probably like the best thing to happen, because it made me realize like the pain I was going through. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be losing this amount of money on the mortgage and condo fees and without anybody else paying. But like actually, sure, but like now I have this perspective of like, oh, nothing's really different. Like, obviously if you're strapped for cash, right, then it's a big issue. It's like a livelihood issue. But fortunately, I have this apartment that I bought is like pretty cheap, and the job I have can cover it more than what I need. So I'm pretty happy right now with my situation, and I don't feel very. It actually makes me appreciate life more. Actually, because it makes you realize that like you can just lose the money and you can regain it later. Like obviously there's a future where I have more money than now, but I think the important thing is to contrast that with like your current state of not having that money and be like, oh, how do I feel? And then you realize, oh, you actually feel like completely fine. And this entire idea of accumulating more money will make you happier is actually completely false. And so what if you lose some money, right? And you can also say, okay, well, Chloe or Max, this is complete cope. This is copium at its finest. You're just cope. Yeah, sure, maybe I am. But I think the key point is that like it makes you realize how the worst case scenario it actually is, and when you actually experience it, it's not that bad. So, and then because it's not that bad, then you then kind of deprioritize the importance of money in your brain a bit, and then you can prioritize other things that actually bring you happiness, right? So I think it's a good exercise. I think everyone should lose some money in their lifetime and realize that it's not the end of the world. So yeah. This is a quick Maxim's Musings. All right, signing off. Peace.